And now to this. If you haven't checked already, you might be shocked to see just how high your utility bill is this month, with many seeing their monthly bill double after last month's outbreak of winter weather. Action News 5's Garner Montgomery is live in studio to share how you can get help with paying that costly bill. Garner.
Customers at MLGW and utility users across the Mid-South are experiencing a major case of sticker shock, but United Way of the Mid-South is letting you know you can apply for financial help. While folks in the Memphis area avoided the worst of the winter storm, Easton homeowners are seeing the most damage in their utility bill.
People needed to have their heaters on for a longer period of time to overcome that very cold temperature. And so with a higher rate of consumption, we all know that means a higher bill is coming.
MLGW customers are seeing their monthly bill double in February following 2 weeks of winter weather. And for some, that's enough to break the bank.
These things snowball for folks. When you get a large unexpected bill, that usually just starts a cycle. If folks are going to pay the utility bill, very often that leaves them in need for, paying the rent or paying their grocery bills.
Which is why United Way of the Mid-South is helping coordinate funds to people hit hardest by their sticker shock, for not only those with fixed incomes, but working families with a lot on their plate.
These are folks who are working. They have jobs, sometimes 2 or 3 jobs, and are still struggling to provide basic necessities for their families. We understand at a time like this, everyone needs assistance.
With 1 out of 6 people in the Mid-South living below the poverty line, United Way staff is prepared to ease the burden of higher costs by connecting those in need to those offering resources,
including MLGW themselves. With the On Track program that they offer, we can connect folks to resources in the community, either our own or through our partner agencies, to help them through this crisis.
Residents in Crittenden, DeSoto, Fayette, Lauderdale, Shelby, Tate, Tipton, and Tunica counties can apply for this financial help with United Way of the Mid-South by calling them or filling out a form online. We'll have more information on our website. Reporting live in studio, Garner Montgomery, Action News 5.